Eternity looked into the eyes of death. Death had a dilemma. He had a difficulty. And he poses it to Savitri. His dilemma is, if truth supreme transcends this world here, this world which is shadow of the truth, if the truth supreme transcends this shadow, if there is no knowledge which joins the shadow world and the truth supreme, if there is no climbing stair to link the two, the shadow world and the truth supreme, if climbing vasts reach not the truth supreme above, then this dilemma is, what is the bridge that can join these two? What can bridge the gulf between the two, between the truth supreme and this shadow world of ours? What is the bridge? Who is going to join that gulf between the truth and the dream world of his? What is the link? What is the connection? Savitri wanted to bring Truth Supreme down here in the shadow world. That is her assertion. But if they are separated, if there is no connection between the Truth Supreme and the shadow world, then how is it possible? Savitri has to answer that. Truth Supreme is there, the shadow is here, there is no connection here. How then is she going to bring the Truth Supreme down here? Is it possible at all? If there is the unbridgeable gulf between the truth, he asserts that it is not truth, but it is a blind force that made this ignorant world. It is some blind force which has made the ignorant world, and not what Savitri is speaking of, the Truth Supreme. It is by power the great God rule. There is no great power here. The power of the great gods is not operative here at all. Then how can the Truth Supreme come here? Does Savitri possess that power? If the power by which the gods operate and rule the world, does Savitri possess that power that she can change things here? If she has that power, then he can understand that. If she does not have that power, still he would like to know if the mighty mother herself is dwelling in her, is living in her. If the mighty mother is living in the soul of Savitri, then he would like to approach her and offer her his worship. Savitri must show him the mighty mother in her so that he can worship her, pray to her. Savitri was suggesting that death's wisdom would lie in ceasing to be, in not existing. If he consents to that, then death would be really wise. The wise death is what will then appear when he consents not to be, when he consents to cease to be, but he is willing to worship the mighty mother. And it is that which suddenly brings about a change in mortal Savitri. A mighty transformation comes upon her. Savitri is now different Savitri. The indwelling Shakti comes out flaming with all powers. Center after center is occupied by her, by the indwelling Shakti in the soul of Savitri, and Savitri is changed. Thus changed, Savitri waits for the command from eternity. Eternity looks into the eyes of death. Darkness sees God's living reality. Savitri waits for the command, and eternity looks into the eyes of death, and darkness sees God's living reality. A mighty voice then hails victorious death. Death has become victorious, and a mighty voice hails him. He has become now victorious. A grandeur darkness of the infinite has won a kind of the battle. Death is hailed by transformed Savitri, and she tells him, I hail you. You have won the victory, but I still need you as my instrument. My will is there to carry the work further. That even man, one day, even the mortal shall know your fathomless heart. What you are, your fathomless heart, even the mortal will know. Therefore, you stay a while, be my instrument, and carry on the work. That is what happens when eternity looks into the eyes of death, and when darkness sees God's living reality.